So, I just recently listened to a call. The call was about the customer actually called in and she was like, "Hey, I got a high bill. Um, they were supposed to take care of it. It should have been taken care of." And then she had a couple more concerns like throughout the call. So, as far as like the call opening goes, you did a very great job with assuring her, providing that willingness to assist her and letting her know like, "Hey, look, I assure you I can look into this account for you, see what's going on." You know, she expressed dissatisfaction as far as she had to call in multiple times, and "Hey, I apologize that had to happen, but I assure you that I'll be able to get that done for you." So I like how you took the beginning of that call, letting her know that you'll be able to get that done. But how do you think the customer felt as far as you giving her
Like
that
I feel like
assurance?
she was upset when she called in, but
Right.
once I started talking to her, she started calming down.
Yeah. So providing that assurance actually kind of probably assisted
Yeah.
that a little
Gave
bit.
her a calmer tone.
Right. Another thing I think you did really, really good on the call was your visual audit over the account. Visual going into looking into your notations or checking that follow up, because you were able to let her know like, "Hey, look, so because she was saying somebody's supposed to call me back. Hey, they got it set up for you on the 31st.
I gave her the date.
Right. They gonna call you back, get those charges. Whatever y'all discuss, go ahead and get that taken care of. So that's already set for you in stone." And then she's, started to express other issues such as insurance. You're able to, probe with her very, very good to see what lines didn't have it, did have it, which ones she needed it on. So that was a really, really good job as far as, providing, doing that visual audit as well as probing with your customer to see exactly where you needed to go to control that CRT in that call. So great job with that, as well as adding those features or making those changes on the account. Another thing, as far as throughout the call, you did a really good job on the end, towards the end of the call. Getting your yes closing, because it seemed as if she was very satisfied as far as you know from when she called in. She was like, as soon as she called in, she was like, "Hey, well, yeah, I got this bill, and this is what it is." And but towards the end of the call, she was like, "You know what? Thank you, I appreciate it." So great job, great call overall. A couple of areas of opportunity that I do want to discuss with you, such as dead air, right? So your dead air can be easily covered up by just simply verbalizing what you're doing on the call, or building that rapport with your customer. Remember, you're part of the team of experts, so building a rapport is something
T-Mobile
you want to
Tuesday.
do. Right. T-Mobile Tuesday, uncarrier move, or even speaking about anything else. Like, "Hey, what do y'all do as far as business or whatever? If you relate it back to the business, we can have a conversation all day long."
Think about her son, because she was talking to him.
Because she was talking to him the whole time, right? So as far as that dead air, or actually building that rapport, how do you think that's going to affect your customer in a sense, as far as a quality
They'll be more
standpoint?
comfortable, and then when they know they call in, they know that they're gonna get somebody that actually care about helping them.
Right. So, like I said, we're part of the team of experts. So at the end of the day, we're getting these people back. So let's make it work the first
They
time.
gonna call back.
They gonna call back. Yeah, they gonna call back. And you may have some that don't, but as long as you leave that mark on your customer, they gonna always remember. Like, "Hey, well, she helped me last time, so I know somebody probably gonna get me taken care of this time."
Yeah.
So great job. Another thing that I could say is just towards the ends, let's make sure that we recap. Because as far as a metric standpoint, what do you think recapping does for you?
FCR?
FCR, of course. You recapping with your customers, so you definitely
So if it's something we missed, we can go ahead and handle it right then and there.
boom, just like that. That way they don't gotta call back, because the FCR is stretch 7 days. That's a stretch, right? That's a stretch.
24 hours.
That's true. That is true. So, that's pretty much it. As far as the overall call flow, the overall call was a really, really good call. You do have a couple of areas of opportunity, which is something that we can pick up and fix. It's not broken. You feel me? So it's always can be tweaked a little bit. But overall, I think our main focus right now, we just want to focus on empathy. Empathy and dead air, but you don't want to overwhelm yourself. So of course, gradually start to verbalize those visual audits, gradually start to build those rapport with your customers. But remember that empathy is your call opener. So that's something that you're leaving a mark on the customers about. So when we empathize with our customers, remember, the beginning of the call, you know, like
Put
I said,
yourself in their shoes.
put yourself in their shoes, but don't think about it too much. You can always refer back to the business. So when I empathize with my customers, hey, so you know you're calling in to file a claim. You know, well, I completely understand, especially with having a business. You want to make sure that all employees have working devices, right? Or when you're calling in to pay a bill, well, let's go ahead and take care of that. You know, especially with having a business, you want to make sure that all lines stay active. So let's focus on empathy. I'm gonna follow up. I'm gonna be listening for the next calls here, and I'm gonna follow up with you throughout the day. And this is something that we want to try to, you know, it's a short-term goal for us because this is something that we can implement on every single call.
Yeah.
Okay.
It becomes repetitive.
All right. So you got any questions for me?
No, you pretty much asked everything.
All right. Well, that's all I got for you. But overall, like I said, good job on the call. You did a really, really good
I've
job.
been running my CRT.
You're a CRT now, but great job. That was good.
Okay.